Hello and welcome to this video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the MODO DRUM instrument plugin by Multimedia, and I'm going to be using Cubase 11 to do it, the latest Cubase. So let's get stuck in. I've loaded up the MODO DRUM plugin on an instrument, and I've put some loops in just to be able to hear it. So let's just have a listen through to all the kits. So you can hear there's lots of different kits you can start with, but you can also edit them to death. And this isn't just samples, this is physical modelling. They call this physical modelling. So let's pick a basic kit from the presets here. I'm going to pick 90s rock. I actually recorded an album recently, and all the drums on it were programmed, and I started with the 90s rock setup. So let's move over to the customize menu option, and here you can see the kit, and you can change any bit of the kit that you want. So if I was to play the drum loop and I want to change the snare, just click on the snare. So there's loads of different options you can use. I'm going to stick with the Extreme, which is part of the standard 90s kit setup. But you can then customize it even more. So let's go to Edit Element. In here, we've got the type of skin that you want on the top. So I changed that to a coated skin. Let's have a listen to that. You can turn the dampening up and down. Loads of ring, no ring. You can change the diameter of the drum. And you can change the depth. So that's like a piccolo snare. And then you can turn up and down the volume of the bottom head. Bring the tension down on the snares. Bit more snare in the room. More in the overhead. Change the drum bezel. And all of that you can also do on the toms. You can also do that on the bass drum. It's just almost limitless what you can do with this. So let's move on to play style. So here again you can edit the snare, the toms and the kick, and you can decide where you want to have the drummer hit. And how big the area is. Change the type of sticks. Volume of the sticks. Toms, same again. Different technique for the bass drum. Too much. Quite like the wood, to be honest. So again, loads of options there in the play style. Now moving on to the room, you can pick what sort of room you want the drums to be in. So let's have a listen to that. Very quick control there to be able to mix the room in and out. So that brings us on to our mixer. The mixer has a different channel for each of the drums, and you can also send these out of a multi-output so you can actually mix it in your DAW as well. I'm not going to do that in this video, but you've got a very comprehensive EQ on every single channel where you can just grab and add or delete as you choose. You've got loads of different plugins that you can put on each channel. So we've got different compressors, clippers and distortions, reverbs, delays, phasers, flanges, modulation, stuff like that. And you've got that available for every single channel. And if you click over here, you've got the overheads and the room, which again you can put whatever plugins you want on. You've got effects that you can send to via these sends here, and you've also got your master bus where you can put an equalizer or a compressor or something like that over it. So that's nice with a 2A sound. Try the 76. So you can have a lot of fun there, messing around with the master bus setting. Let's go to the groove section now. So in here you can find loops, which is exactly where I found these loops here. You can sort them by genre, category, leading hand. So basically, is it a hi-hat part, a ride part, a toms part, the length of the loop, and the time signature. So let's go for rock, verse, closed hi-hat, 4/4. I'm not going to put the length in, so I'm going to find a verse there, and I'm just going to press play on it. So the leading hand there is a closed hi-hat. If I wanted to find something that was toms, which you've heard before, that's in that pattern there. If I wanted to have something that was a open hi-hat leading hand, and if you're happy with that and you want to use that section there, you can just click it and drag it to your track. And then that can become part of your loop. It's that simple. Now on to mapping. You can see all the kit elements down the side here. Let's say I want to add in some more stuff. I'm going to add in another tom there, tom 1. I'm going to add in all of these crashes and chinas. Going to get the whole kit up. And now all of that will appear in the mixer. And because we loaded the preset before, obviously certain things are not loaded onto the channels, like the equalizer, and the panning is not as I'd have it, and again with the smallest tom there. So we need to set up our mixer as you would. You can hold down Control and copy a plugin over, so I'm just going to do that here, even though they're not going to be exactly the same. It's a good place to start. And again, set the sends somewhere near the same. So clearly I might want to put a little bit of floor tom in the sends there. And you can do the same with the cymbals. You can pan them. We've got all the added cymbals that we got there. So I must say, I think that's astounding. I think that's an absolutely astounding plugin, and one of the most realistic ones. Let's open up our editor. What I have done is downloaded a map and loaded it into here. So instead of using just no drum map or the general MIDI map, I'm actually using the MODO map, which means when I double click on a bit of MIDI, all of the different elements of the kit are all listed on the left hand side. Let's try and put some rolls in. And you could do that with any of them. I mean, look at the amount of options you've got for different hands on each tom and chokes, and it's just unreal. It's absolutely unreal. So there's a little demo there of MODO drums by IK Multimedia. I've very much enjoyed making an album with it. So please leave a comment if you liked it or you didn't like it. Please subscribe, share this video, and watch another video of mine. Thanks a lot.